to the bad TV.
And I just want to say this as someone who, I think, out of this group, I think I was the only one that really maintained communication with Big U over the years. I remember
That's your friend.
Y'all two were cool. I remember at one
Super
point.
tight.
I remember at one point you called me because you were upset at me over something. He was trying to smooth it over or something like that. So I remember y'all were cool.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's just
this
like,
to me just kind of saddens me how it devolved into what it devolved into.
if you read that paperwork, you will understand who he is. Dude is selfish. He want to be the one. Be the one at which you're the one at. One of his older homies said, Wack, you a good dude. You done helped us a lot over here, bro. Every time you do something for him or open the door for him, he gets more envious of you. In his head, he's saying, I'm Big U from Rolling 60s. I'm supposed to be able to do that. He said, every time you do something for him, teach him something, give him a plug. I'm grateful and thankful for any plug, any resource I get, anybody that helps me out. I'm never looking I want to be bigger than this dude. I just stay in my lane. I want all my friends, my buddies around me to be bigger than me because it gives me something to keep climbing for. And if they're bigger than me, if I slip and take a fall, I got great support. It's the way I see it. Nobody ever tell you they got the feeling for me that I was trying to outshine them, outdo them. None of that, right? He's a selfish dude. He can't help himself.
And y'all fell out because he tried to backdoor you on some business?
Yeah, when he went to my label and did what he did. Yeah.
Hey, how long did you know about the, because I think the majority of what came from this indictment came from that murder investigation when they got the Title III intercept, which is the wiretap. Once that popped off, like, it led to them kind of concocting this Big U enterprise because they're just sitting on his phone, and I don't know if Big U was just like...
Get to the bad TV.
Even though they even have him saying, yo, I think they're listening to me, but he just stays with the same phone and keeps talking about crimes, allegedly.
What did I just tell you?
You always say that Big
though.
U's dumb
Did you ever
as
know
fuck.
about that?
Do you credit that to just that?
What?
You always say that Big U is a fucking moron. You said
He's
that
dumb
to me
as...
many times. So when you say that, is that the explanation for it? Is
No,
that
he's
just
dumb.
not
He's
really
not smart.
He's not with it enough?
But he's somebody that people will reach out to because he built his name.
Big drink.
The team around him built his name. So, but he's not smart. People will come to him for something. He'll have 8 people on the phone, be like, yeah, my guy here, my game be taking, yo, can you figure this out? He's just not smart.
So when did you first, ever hear about this murder? Because
A year ago, 2024, when the family called.
That audio is from that long ago?
No, that audio's from March 3rd.
All right, so the family called you another time.
The family called me way back in 2024.
And what was initially
Not only
said?
did they call me, come to find out, they reached out to Loose Cannon and 600 Independent. When we started talking, they're like, yeah, they contacted me too.
They should have reached out to Big Homie CC.
SKG, same way.
No.
Right? They reached out to her too. So I heard what they was telling me, but I'm like,
Get to the bad TV.
right. About 3 months later, I go have a conversation with another one of my homies, and I said, yo, I got this call. And he like, yo, Wack, that's, because some things happened with him behind that, right? So I'm like, okay, food for thought. And then March 3rd, I woke up to a text. They found his DNA. Whose DNA? I put it up on my Instagram. Whose DNA? Big U. What DNA? Question mark. My brother. Vegas? Vegas. That's when I called. When I called, she was there with her mother. She's telling me the mother get on the phone and start filling in the blanks and tells me don't say anything. They're going to get him at the end of March, top of April. So at that point in time, whether I with him or not saying anything is the police program.
Hey, by the way, I'm wondering, the Fed sat on a wiretap for 2 years on it. And I'm wondering, did that kid have some significance, or was it a lot of community support? Because they look like either they wanted Big U badly or...
Big U was working. He had the New Jersey 60s. He was taking them down. If you got a dude in the middle of 2-3 operations, one, they're going to say, look, bro, he's not going anywhere. He's asleep. He don't even know y'all coming for that. So the whole time they're building their case. Do you know they monitored him and fed him extortion money up until March 14th?
That's one of the craziest details. The detail that they gave somebody money
so
to
it
pay
made
for
sense
extortion.
why they were coming to end of March, top of April, because they were getting as much as they could. Every time he accepted the federal $1,000, right? And by the way, I told y'all dude broke. Anybody 58 years old extorting a dude for a stack and 500, pockets is hurt. This a fact.
I mean,
He accepted 500 one time as a payment.
I mean, over the couple years of the grid program, he got 2.5 million, and they said he was just taking money out. It's no way he's broke. They showed properties that was worth
Did
a
you
decent
see him
amount.
begging for help?
Get to the bag TV.
Do you think he had turned it up before he turned himself in? If he would have, he would have known it's not Wack at 600. He had no idea what his paperwork read. How we got his paperwork reading it when he talking about turning himself in and he don't know what's in his paperwork.
Yeah, but I think that was a smoke signal to the streets that you guys are snitches that they can handle it.
Snitches where?
Well, no, that's him.
He didn't know we had the paperwork?
No. When I watched that Big U message, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be around Wack in LA for the next
What you mean?
couple months.
Snitches where?
No, because if a decorated street guy is going down and his last video is like, just to let you know, when I was getting arrested, this guy was with the cops.
Stop. Didn't I tell you he's a dummy? Rewind. Listen, they hit his house, they say 4:35 in the morning. He said when they was raided, they just kept asking us about Wack. Dummy, you was never there when they raided. It's cat.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smoke signal to put a target.
How
on
the
you.
hell they asking you guys about Wack and you're not home when they raided?
Well, somebody could have been home, but still, that's putting a
Nobody
that's putting
was
a target.
home. His whole family was in that van.
So you don't think that they were trying to put a target on
And
you?
then he said 600 was with him when they raided. It's obvious 600's in the street, filming the house.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not about telling the truth. It's
He
about
clearly pulls up after it already happened.
Way after.
yeah,
It was like 3 hours after.
And he also accused you guys of basically putting a case on him, which is insane to think that the feds would just pick you guys up because 600 made a bunch
Now
of
watch
Instagram
this.
reels.
Well, but that's why my theory is right. He just wants to put a target on their back,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's just hey,
That's what I
listen.
took from
It's
him.
just brain
Right?
dead that he thinks anyone would fall for that.
So what happened to the investigation
I mean,
in
some street dudes
2021?
whoever fuck
What
with
happened to Vay, who said, I drove Big U from LA. We got a call that the kid dissed Big U in the song. I drove Big U from here to a studio to an Airbnb over, he killed him and threw him in the ditch over here.
Are we ever going to
Sylvester-
hear that song?
Well, I don't know.
The Big U diss song?
Never was out.
Value-
The song
it
thing
was-
doesn't quite make sense to me.
It's
Huh?
a weird
The song
concept,
thing doesn't
right?
quite make sense.
I don't know. I
What do you
never heard
mean?
the song.
They're saying that the kid apparently recorded a song that was dissing Big U, but then he was
Get to the bag
signed for
TV.
Big U and was there
Yeah.
for free to record at a professional studio.
But he
So
was kind of
why-
mad at Big U, so he made a diss song about him, and then Big U heard it, so he drives to Vegas, gets in an argument with him, ends up killing him.
They're
Didn't
saying-
he
but why was
ride
he
with
mad at
Big
him?
U to Vegas?
No.
No.
He
They got
was
in an
so
argument at an
Yeah.
argument / altercation at the studio. That's why they deleted the footage.
Yeah.
They then go somewhere else. And by the way, they did pretty good forensic work on that because where they found him, they tracked the time that you would normally take. It was after midnight, so it
I
usually
called
take
50
17
minutes.
minutes.
The
to get-
paperwork said 48.
Yeah, it
2 minutes off.
was pretty much accurate. They got the forensic from the blood to say, hey, he wasn't killed here because the first cops that pulled up, they said, oh, he was killed on the side of the road. And they're like, no. Look at the gravel, the dirt. He was pulled over here, and essentially he died somewhere else. And they matched it to Big U's GPS, which is
It's like if you would kill
No,
someone
they
over
didn't.
that,
No,
you
the
probably
cell
are just
phone
killing
data
people all the
cell
time.
phone data lit.
No, they didn't. I fixed that.
Well.
What Big U did is he went to one location.
Oh, he
The-
turned his phone off.
The platinum producer turned it off,
Yeah.
waited so it wasn't tracking. This where the
Wack
dummy
done read
went
this shit
wrong
better
at.
than me.
This where the
And this
dummy.
is my job.
This where the dummy went wrong at. He went and did everything he did. Instead of keeping the phone off and not turning it on to the next day, soon as he got done with the body, he went back to the producer's studio and turned it on. That's how they was able to triangulate.
Yeah, and
The
apparently
time.
he was dripping
He shoulda
sweat
left it off.
or like just wet somehow.
He should have left the phone on.
And he told him, yo, I just
But
came
he's
from
a
the gym.
dick
Yeah, that
wit.
one's crazy.
Yo.
He always been a dummy.
Yo, telling somebody at the recording studio, I just came from the gym at like
3 in the
2,
morning?
3 in the morning is crazy. Like, yo.
Shit, the deadlift, man.
Oh, man.
What did he say? The dude said, yeah, man, this would end it. This would kill me. Yeah. It's diabolical, and I'm honored that a dude 58 years old who's looking at life in the Fed,
Get to the bag TV.
mind is on Wack 100 and the 100-sided clubhouse. He gave it up. He said, you 100-side people, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Big shout out.
Look, this big shout out. And he said, he ended it and said what?
That you
'Cause
trying
I-
to take his program.
No, he,
Oh,
no,
you trying? He trying to
said
lose that. Like,
he
you
said,
trying to take his
whoever in my
program.
neighborhood takes my contracts, I know you're working for Wack. Wack's been denouncing the program. Like, like, bro, I've been denouncing the grid program.
Reading the indictment, right? We're
He says,
your
I
favorite
didn't do
homeboy.
nothing wrong.
Top five.
Hey, reading the indictment, because I've heard you on Clubhouse, and there was a whole while where you were talking about Big U a lot, and I've always heard when people asked you if you would ever do anything to him, you said, "Listen, I know his family. I would never wish anything bad on him." When you read the indictment, he's telling people like, "Yo, somebody need to break this nigga's jaw. Somebody need to whip his ass."
Okay, watch
and
this.
it's almost threatening violence a lot to you. Were you shocked by that?
What? No, I wasn't. He know not to fuck with me. Watch this. Every week, he sent him over there to pick up the 1,000, right? I tell people where I'm at every week.
Yeah.
He knew where my spot's at every week. Bro, listen. Big U don't do none of that. He's a big body, had influence on other bodies. He himself don't do none of that.
But you think he killed this kid
No.
in Vegas?
Sylvester Robinson. They said he killed the kid, the driver.
Well, I mean, also
The driver said that someone else, not Big U, killed him, but
No,
Big U
he
was
said
with him?
Big U killed him.
Oh, okay.
The dude that was with him put the murder on him. The
But-
dude that was going to
you
pick
just
up
said-
the extortion money.
yeah,
Yeah, it's in the paperwork.
Wait,
Wack,
say
Wack.
it again the way you said it.
I'm getting the top five call, too.
Huh?
by the way.
You're getting top 5 call.
Yeah, I don't talk to dude, bro. I don't fuck with dude. Dude's a troll.
I'm just going to say doing a pod.
Wait, so what was it you said?
What?
he's basically saying that the most of the proof about if Big U killed this
The
person
specific person
comes
who
from
killed the
this
kid.
witness who's
If
basically
you're driving
producing.
me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're on the way. Yeah, this bitch ass nigga dissed me in the song. Boom, boom, boom. We get over there. You see everything that's going on.
He's a key witness. for
He's
that.
there. They tested his DNA to see if you helped drag the body.
Get to the bag TV.
They tested Sylvester. But you know what they had Sylvester on? You were the one being sent to pick up the extortion money over 2-3 years. Like, we got you on 100 cases of extortion. They like 50-something years, 57. He ain't never did a day in jail. Then we're going to give you 30 years. But if you don't talk to him, who was you with him? Nobody knew what time he left L.A. to go to Vegas. And he went, they the one that single out. They went from here to here to there, and here. Sylvester gave him that. That's why that DNA, how they have it, same way they had it on Tory, right? That's how they presented it on Tory. It could be, maybe it's not.
Well, but that's the only thing I think you were incorrect about, though.
Right.
Because when you said on Clubhouse, they found, unless it's
No, I
going to
didn't
come out
say,
as
I didn't, no.
You said they found Big U's
No.
DNA under his
No,
fingernail.
no.
They said
No, who
they-
said it? I sent you the recording.
Oh, did-
Your sister and the mother
okay,
said it.
Okay.
Get to the bag TV.